So in the coming days, I'm going to open all three of these legendary collections from Yu-Gi-Oh! And as well the 25th anniversary of the original legendary collection. So stay tuned, and we'll start off with the original here, I guess, the Gameboard edition of the original legendary collection. Today we are opening the Yu-Gi-Oh! Legendary Collection Gameboard edition. This is a set with all the original gut cards: Slifer the Sky Dragon, Obelisk the Tormentor, and the Winged Dragon. Overall, this is sort of a remake of another set called the Legendary Collection, so not the Game Board edition, it's more of a binder. So this came, many years later. I'm not sure if this is accurate or not, but maybe it's this year right here, 2014. And yeah, let's check the back. But yeah, this is kind of the OG Yu-Gi-Oh! The original Duel Monsters series. It's kind of orientated around that. Treasures of the Pharaoh from the Dawn of Dueling. The best-selling booster packs. So this contains, as we kind of saw, the three original God cards, the Divine Beasts. Kind of the unplayable versions, the ones that aren't actually legal. These are cards with effects, but they don't actually have effects on there. They're just kind of descriptive, and the colors of the cards are not actually, normal Yu-Gi-Oh cards that you're supposed to see. But yeah, here you see all three of the original legendary God cards. A double-sided game board featuring all three God card monsters and some of the most beloved characters from the classic era. The most famous monsters, one each of Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician, and Red Eyes Black Dragon. But yeah, we get one of each of all the classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Packs. The first, I guess this would be 6 international, at least I think these would be the 6 first international Yu-Gi-Oh! Packs. And you might notice here in the top left, the Legend of Blue Eyes, or whatever that pack was called. Legend of Blue Eyes, White Dragon. So yeah, that should be exciting. That's the one with Blue Eyes White Dragon, if you were not aware. So that's a big one, and I believe that was the first international Yu-Gi-Oh pack. So yeah, big stuff. So kind of reprints, in other words, that we see here. That should be enough, right? I should be able to get all the rest off. That should be fine now. Okay, so here we have the actual box, Legendary Collection. Look how shiny this is as well. This is absolutely shining all over the place. But let's unbox. Let's put that to the side. And here we have our God cards. I don't believe we have any extra card that comes with this. It's just plain and simple the 3 God cards that you'd expect. And then plus the other cards that they mentioned, Blue Eyes and whatever, I think. But yeah, we'll look at the front here. Obelisk the Tormentor. Guess we'll place them in here for now. Slifer the Sky Dragon. Let me know which one of these was your favorite. And then Winged Dragon of Ra. I think this was people's least favorite on average. But yeah, we'll put these in here. Actually, I should probably sleeve these up, so I'll do that in just a moment. Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician, and Red Eyes Black Dragon. Many people's favorite cards. Okay, I've sleeved all of them up. Personally, for these 3, my favorite is Red Eyes Black Dragon. Have a look at him. Not specifically this artwork, but just in general, I like Red Eyes the most. I guess for these specific artworks, I probably like Blue Eyes the most. Looks pretty cool. And then for these 3, honestly, I've never really had much of an opinion on these 3 in particular. I guess if I had to choose, I would say Slifer is my favorite, then Raw, and then Obelisk. But I like all three. I do like all three. So we'll put our sleeved cards somewhere around here. I'll put these at the top here, and then the ones we get the packs, I'll put them below. But yeah, here we should have a lot of classic packs. I don't actually know the order of these, other than the Blue Eyes White Dragon, Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon should be the first one. Other than that, I don't really know. I know Dark Crisis, this specific pack. All these reprints had their own booster box, so there was a whole booster box for the reprint of The Legend of Blue Eyes. But Dark Crisis was the only one of these packs to not get a whole booster box reprint, so this might be an expensive pack because of that. But that should be interesting. What order should we have? Should we have a bit of a reverse order? I want to do Blue Eyes the last, even though it's the first pack. So I'm gonna, put that over there. Metal Raiders. I'll put that there. Spell Ruler. Dark Crisis. Invasion of Chaos. And let's start with Pharaoh's Servant. Let's do that. And then below this, we have something exciting. So let's open that. Let's open that. Ooh, that's a good sound. Or maybe a bad sound. It's been like that for a long time. Okay, let's put our box away. Okay, here's the top side. If you can slowly force that down. Currently it wants to kind of fold back, but looks pretty cool. Slifer here on the red, Obelisk in the middle, bunch of really classic, exciting cards. Here, is this what? Some kind of Exodia version. Is it Necros? Something Necros? I'm not sure. I forget her name. And that's the mix between Black Skull and Red Eyes, isn't it? Black Skull Dragon, is that what that's called? Is it Exodia Necrolisk? Something like that. But some kind of, Exodia type card. And then Dark Magician of Chaos, is that her name? Sorry for the reflection there. Maybe if I do it like this. And then yeah, we have the three that we saw earlier as well. And on the other side, we have Yugi, Joey, and Kaiba. Which is also pretty cool. And this one actually has the zones on it as well. Okay, so let's start with Pharaoh's Servant. 9 cards per pack. Not sure if it says anything else interesting. It says that there's 2 secret rare cards. I guess that's in the entire set, right? So there you go. Nothing else to look at, really. Okay, let's start. Okay, I've messed that up, but that's fine. Okay. Let's see here. I think we're supposed to do... Is it 3 or 4? I don't actually know. I think it might be 4. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not an expert pack opener. But yeah, let's see. Maybe I got it right. Anyways, we got Flying Kamakiri. Type 0 Magic Crusher. Dark Fire Soldier number 2. Drill Bug. I remember using Dark Fire Soldier in Yu-Gi-Oh! Attack Force. Steel Ogre Grotto number 2. Minor Goblin Official. Do we have our first thingy? No, that's coming up. Oni Tank. I remember this one from my childhood as well. Mainly because he's a machine monster, and I used to use a bunch of machine monsters. Cold Wave. Here our rare is Skull Invitation. And then there's nothing else. Don't know exactly how these packs function, but But yeah, I don't know if there's like one rare or two rares or something. So, you know, we'll find out, I guess, right? We'll find out. Anyways, our next pack. I'm not opening these very well. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we have Fiend's Hand Mirror, DNA Transplant, Chaos Greed, Torpedo Fish. This is a card you start with in Attack Force 1. Gale Lizard, Witch Doctor of Chaos. Oh. A hero. Okay, I've unset them all. A hero emerges. Cannibal Spear Shellfish, another card that you get at the start of Tag Force. And then a rare is Curse of Darkness. So far, I don't think we've had great pulls from what I can tell. Here's Dark Crisis, which I think, as I said earlier, is an expensive pack, so... Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, I don't know if that's the right one, but... Archfiend's Oath, Shooting Star Bow, Really Eternal Rest, Dark Scorpion Chick, the yellow. I think this guy appears in GX. Falling Down, Dice Reroll, Zolga, Dark Master Zork as a super rare, and then as our rare Desphera Imp. So I think I've done it right then. So, okay, we can get a super rare and a rare in the same thing. So I think 4 cards is correct. But that looks cool. Dark Master Zork. I remember him being on the cover of one of the packs in Tag Force, the first Tag Force. But that's exciting. So that's a super rare. Yeah, there we go. We can see the glow right there. You can see that. And then this one is just a rare Desphera Imp. This one I like quite a bit, so I'll sleeve that one up. Put that in here. I guess for these cards, I'll keep them separate for now. All of these little packs. I'll put this over here. So next we have Spell Ruler. Oh wow, that has not worked out. But that's fine. Whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4. Final Destiny. Chorus of Sanctuary. Molten Destruction. Malevolent Nuzzler. Crab Turtle. Metal Fish. Reliable Guardian. Dark Wish. And I think here's our rare. Mother Grizzly. I do like myself a Mother Grizzly. I think, again, another card you start out with in Tag Force 1 in your water deck. Then our second last pack here, Metal Raiders. Someone a bit better. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hunter Spider, The Unhappy Maiden, Pale Beast. Sorry, my voice completely cracked there. Rabbit Horseman, Electric Lizard, Dream Clown, Blackland Fire Dragon. What an OG card that is. Empress Judge, and then finally Elegant Egotist. I think we've only had one foil so far. Sorry, I got a little cable in the way there. And then, now we have the final pack. The Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon. Will we get something cool? Can we get at least another ultra rare? That's the question. Or can we just get straight up Blue Eyes White Dragon? That one did not work out, but it's all okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hard Armor, Raise Body Heat, Firegrass, Armored Starfish, petite dragon. That's a cute one. I might want to keep that one. Silver bow and arrow, Terra the Terrible, Typhoon, and Giant Soldier of Stone. So there you go. There's all the cards we got. I'm gonna actually sleeve a couple of these maybe, like Mother Grizzly as well. Looks like we didn't get the greatest pulls, but we did get that Zork at least. Together with Zork, those were all our pulls. Zork definitely the best of the bunch, I imagine. But yeah, these are the cards at least that I'm sleeving up, and obviously we had all of these as well that we looked at earlier. Anyways, I thank you guys for watching. That'll be it, and I'll see you later.